All right, hello once again, Jeff Scott from Jeff Teaches Programming in what I hope will be the last TypeScript BMI calculator video that we're going to do. Now, foolishly, what I did was I put the TypeScript file in a folder called TS instead of source. Okay, that was first mistake. Second mistake, I didn't have a config file. So I copied over the config file from the previous program. Well, I guess I don't have any of them open now. There you go. So let's just open everything and I'll show you everything I had to do here. I have not changed the CSS file. Again, there's nothing in the .js directory, and now my source src is there. And that's okay. And here is the TypeScript file. All right. So in this TypeScript file, I copied over the one from the previous project, from the calculator. I didn't make any changes to it whatsoever. But since I copied that over, I had to go in and change this file so I'd said defer. We went over that in the last lecture, so I'm not going to go over that again. All right, so I think I can close the config file and let's take a look. I have no idea if this is going to work or not, but we should, at least, again, should be able to come in here now and run it, do the TSC command. So let's see if we can. Okay, it says we now have 4 errors. Okay, and they're on, first one is, lines, make these a little smaller. Lines 142, 143, 145, and 146. Okay. Well, this first one says const, so let's grab that. I'm going to grab this. And I'm going to copy it to the clipboard. Why? So I can go back to the program here and find out exactly where it is. All right, well, those are the things that we had errors in before. All right, so let's see if we can figure out what the problem is here. All right. Oh, you know what? This is an input type, an input element, not just an element. Well, that got rid of the error. And input right here. So that got rid of 2 of our errors right away. All right, the next thing, I did a little bit of investigating on this, and you must, first of all, it needs the dot value on here. All right, but the other thing is, in here, it's looking for what's called a radix of 10. Let's see if we can ask our buddy Google if it'll. The 10 represents the radix or mathematical base, explicitly telling the browser to parse your string into a base 10 or decimal number. Without it, JavaScript might guess the base incorrectly. Okay. All right. So we made those 4 changes. We changed this, instead of HTML element, it's now HTML input element like it is here. And this, we added the dot value on here, and we gave it a radix of 10, saying we wanted to work with base 10. So let's do a file save all here. Let's go back to here. Well, let's see if the TSC works now. Oh, good. That's what it should do, is come back to just a prompt. And now I should have, in here, we should have in our JS, okay, the key one here is we've got this JavaScript source file. All right. So let's try to run the program now and see if it works. I have no idea if it's going to work or not, and I really mean that. I've not tried this. All right. Well, it looks very similar to the way it did before. Leave it blank. Please enter a height or a weight. It should have said height. It looks like it skipped that. Oh, it looks like our focus was on the weight. I don't know why. Please enter a weight. It is going there first. Well, we'll look at that in a moment. Let's put a weight in here. Please enter. It's still saying that. Well, that's interesting. Let's put in here 72. And let's put in here 111. Please enter a height. It's not grabbing those. Okay, well, it's close. I'm going to stop for a minute and try to debug this. Okay, so I just decided to print out everything and take a look at it. The styles looks fine. The index looks fine. I'm not going to remove that. I think the tsconfig is fine. So, of course, the problem is in here. So I looked. Where is it? Okay. Notice here I've got if it's not a number, or, but then down here, the weight one, I'm missing the whole thing. So what I need is that similar thing, but for weight. That's the first problem I found. But again, this has got to be a W. As does this. As does this. And this. And this. That should fix that. That's the first problem that I saw. And actually, this should be, if it is not a number, not is not a number, that could be screwing things up. Oops. So those are both wrong. All right. All right, then let's see. Okay, I've got my BMI status there, 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 there. There's the problem. This category right here shouldn't be this. It should be category. That's what I called it in here. Somewhere in here. Let's change this to BMI status. Just that. So let's do a file, save all. Now I've got to go back in because it did compile cleanly before. So I've got to go into my JS and remove all this so I can compile it again. I don't know if this will fix it or not fix it. Well, let's see. Get it compiled cleanly. All right, and again, just to double check, in my JS, I've got these files right now. So let's go back to here, and let's try to run it again. All right, now if I leave nothing in there, please enter a height. That's good. If we enter something that's out of range, okay, that's good. Now that's a number field, so I cannot enter anything non-numeric in there. So that's working. So let's put a 72 in there, and then let's calculate. Now we get the weight message. Okay, that all looks like it's working. So let's try 100. That should be underweight. Good. And let's do it again with 166. That's optimal weight. Let's try it again with 200. That is overweight. And then let's try it again with 333. And that's obese. Let's go to show totals. We got one of each. We can close this. Now if we clear the form, it will clear it, but it also, oh, it didn't clear my totals. Good, that's what I wanted. All right, so it all appears to be working. All right, so as far as I can tell, everything is done here. So as you've seen me do this in the past, I'm going to do a file, save here, and close, and another file, save here, and close. So these are all closed now. I am going to go back to my front end folder, which is right here. All right, I can clear this now, and let's do a CD to that front end folder, and git add dot git commit -m added TypeScript BMI app. All right, and git push -u origin master. That all looks real good. Right, and added TypeScript BMI app right now. So that's under there now. So the next thing to do is the payroll program, and that'll be the last in this series of videos. I can close this. And the last payroll we did was payroll 2. We had all these files. So let's grab this. Let's just grab the whole payroll 2. Copy that. Go to TypeScript, payroll, JavaScript. Oh, I did have it in there, I guess. Okay. All right. And I believe the TypeScript one is empty. Okay, so the next thing to do then is to create this. And I'll be back hopefully tomorrow. If not tomorrow, the day after, to start going through that. See you then.